final. This is the final match, the final matchup. USA versus Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are on stage in the lights. Give it up for them. They've had 2 great games. This is going to be the 3rd and final matchup. And well,
indeed.
I'm quite tense.
Sorry?
I'm quite tense.
All right, well, I'll take it over for now then. So seeing that it is Game 3, this is the final deciding game of World Cyber Games 2010 for League of Legends. If you want USA to win, to take it over, cheer for me right now.
What about Europe? Anyone want Europe to win? They are the Germans, I know, but come on, they are Europe. Okay, we're in America. I can give you that one.
Oh my gosh, guys. Big Fat GG's playing Ashe. Oh my gosh. And Ashe misses the... No, it didn't miss last hit. Just kidding. The minion did less damage than I thought. Big Fat GG does not miss last hits. Come on now. He's the Asian Jesse Perry. All right, so bottom lane is Tarek Sona. Both champions can heal each other. Tarek getting a little bit aggressive, but, you know, it's Tarek Sona, so they can just heal each other. But Ashe soloing mid against Cassidy, and now you had said off stage, I believe it was you, that someone was saying off stage that they were surprised that Ashe was able to lane against these champions, that Cassidy, for example, can harass so incredibly well. And so we'll see if that actually holds up, if Ashe is able to withstand Cassidy's spam.
But then I've already got Cogmore and Janna, and well, immediately they're having to back away. I'm going to try and see who it is. It is America playing in the green on the top, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to get this wrong again. I mean, I don't want more forum posts. I've had enough as it is.
Yeah, US won in the top right. I was actually, someone just yelled into the audience, someone got first blooded. That actually could be a 1 there, so I have no idea what's going on.
There's not been a first blood yet.
Oh, yeah, indeed. Assists for Team USA, so apparently they did grab a kill there. I missed who the death was.
Waited for us to
I'm not watching
around.
anything. We started the game. We got into the game late, so I didn't see anything.
We're blaming the cameraman. He missed it.
Oh, and he puts some harassment down onto Morgana, doing a pretty good job there. Element's going to dodge that Dark Binding, but it does take a puddle to the feet. Takes a little bit of damage. They're going to keep last-hitting minions. Ashe still farming up some gold. Has Boots of Speed with his Doran's Blade, so I think Ashe actually might have been the one who grabbed that kill, seeing as she's in lane with Boots of Speed already. Probably got the 400 gold to grab the Doran's Blade. And I guess we could assume that Cassidy is possibly the one who died. And in fact, it was Morgana the one who died. Okay, so now we have all those facts finally in play. Morgana's a feeder. Yeah.
So back to jungling anyway. Let's get back to the game. It's all right.
Sorry.
I know you like to get sidetracked, but let's get straight into it. So Cassidy versus Ashe is the mid lane. You can see Shen is the jungler for the European team. We're going to have up the top it is Morgana versus Annie. So you're going to feel that despite Morgana going down, he's going to have the slight advantage over Annie. Obviously buying the skin there, pimping it out for you guys. So using the... how did he buy the skin? Oh, you gave him lots of points. That's right. Of course. Yeah. You guys that didn't know, these guys got server accounts with like 300,000 something?
Something like that. A lot of IP.
It was awesome. They still couldn't afford Ghost Gangplank.
Yeah, who knows? So anyway, some more harassment going on between Annie and Morgana. Just a lot of long-range right-hand fireballs going out there. I know that was my left hand shut up. I'm holding the microphone, but there's the harassment on Kog'Maw. Amumu has gotten the gank, but no more stuns are up as both Tarek and Amumu already cast their stuns. Didn't get anything for it, so Kog'Maw will survive. Looks like he will probably blue pill, or recall as we call it now, but blue pill's way better. Going to get back to the base. Jonna will take the lane solo for now. Kog'Maw healing up at the fountain, and okay, Ashe has been ganked. Cassidy does not have Riplock though, will not be able to initiate on that. It looks like Ashe will be okay for now. Cassidy actually pulled a lot of minion aggro. Cassidy lost about 200 health just to walking past purple caster minions, so Cassidy was forced to heal now. Shen will take that lane over for the time being. And Ashe is still putting that hurt out on those minions, going to farm as best he can.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake from Sleazy really coming out from behind that big minion stack. I mean, what was Cassidy really going to do other than try and catch in there? But by the time she's done the flash, she's done the taunt, done the charge, Ashe was just like, yeah, I'm going to run away now. There's not really a lot they're going to do. So early dragon there, nicely done. And, well, that was from, yeah, there goes the...
There's the clairvoyance.
Yeah, I almost gave that away.
Yeah, well, there's the clairvoyance. Europe knew it anyway. They saw them go past the ward, but they had map control. So, yes, USA grabbing their first dragon of the game. It's 130. I got it right this time. Global gold to their team. That's the first objective taken. And I think this is the fastest dragon we've seen so far as well. So USA getting a very quick advantage. That push at bottom forced Kog'Maw out of the lane. And once they had all healed up and recouped their cooldowns, they went for the fast dragon kill, and that was very smart. I believe they might have just waited for Amumu's smite to come back up. That might have been what the pattern was. but they certainly did a very good job getting that fast dragon kill, and that is just such a great advantage combined with that early first blood. They're very far ahead right now. And that clairvoyance, oh! Ash Arrow just misses all the way across, but that clairvoyance does reveal that Europe has taken Lizard and given it to Kog'Maw. That is good news for Europe. Bad news for USA, as now Kog'Maw will be babysat by a Janna, and has Lizard buff, and has rank 2 on his W on Bioarcane Barrage, meaning that he is going to be doing quite a bit of damage and slowing and being awesome.
Meanwhile, up top, you can see it's still pretty much stalemate. Annie quite happily farming away, getting all that mana build-up from the last hits. Morgana just sat chilling, waiting, and pushing the lane quite far, actually, there. Like I mentioned this earlier, though, Morgana pushing the lane, but not really going to give Shen much of a chance. Sleazy Weezy is playing as Shen, I think. He's the one that's jungling, not really giving him much of a chance to try and come out and get that gank from behind. Instead, obviously, we just saw him try at the bottom. At the moment, you can see, I think it's just Sona 2v1ing down the bottom of the bottom lane. It is against Kog'Maw, yeah. So quite capable of doing that. Kog'Maw obviously going to try and make advantage of the Janna buff. Hopefully, we're going to see some attack speed. I remember seeing, I think it was the China game or the Singapore game. A lot they used Kog'Maw quite a lot, but they didn't get the attack speed items on him. It's, a lot of people, I saw a lot of rage on the European forums about that anyway. But then, let's face it, there's a lot of rage on the forums about everything these days. But during the mid-game phase, you can see Taric was in and around there. Kassadin and Ash still going at it in mid. Severus there. Taric really showing himself quite prominent. Severus is like, no, you're not going to catch me. But he's keeping really, they're trying to zone him out of the experience here, and I'm not too sure if they're just about managing it. I don't think they are really. But Kog'Maw quite happily pushing down the bottom there. Sona's maybe trouble. He's going to get a couple of hits on towards the tower here, you'd assume. But, well, good calls there. They've managed to back straight away. They weren't going to fall for it. They could have took the chance, gone straight forward there. The clarity coming out for both teams once again. It's a very, very important summoner spell for at least the tank. Someone to use, someone important that doesn't need a Ghost Flash, like which I'm guessing.
Here they go. Oh, nice.
Dodges the dash with a flash. Very nicely done. And that is Big Fat GG playing as Ash.
There you go, yeah. Big Fat GG can, in fact, press F when Shen shows up on the map. That's called skill. So, Taric going in there, taking a lot of damage to Kog'Maw, but he has been exhausted, so this is going to be a good time to push for them. Taric will self-heal, Sona will, be Sona and just kind of mash her face against the keyboard and cast all her spells.
What, the new Rise?
You know what's going to be funny? It's probably Elements, too. No, yeah, Chowster's Taric. Oh, no, Hotshot GG. But yeah, because Elements is Annie. Darn it, I was really hoping Elements would be Sona, because that'd be his second face roll champion in this entire tournament. Like, all right, that was Garen, and now I've moved up in skill, and I'm playing Sona. So that would have been just nice to see, right? But anyway, Elements is actually playing Annie, and he's actually a quite good Annie player. We saw him play her earlier in this tournament series, and did a very good job in that lane as well. So I believe that might have been against China. I'm not certain, though. Either way, it doesn't matter. He's a quite good Annie player, and we'll probably see him do a very good job for his team. So that is a Lizard buff Ash in mid. She did manage to farm that thanks to her teammate Jungle Amuma, but uh-oh, Shen is back at this time. No flash, so this is going to hurt. She's been exhausted. She's running with Ghost this time. He's trying to get away, and here comes Amuma in. Now, you might think that was a bad shot, but that was blind. He was trying to block the Mao from chasing, so that was the predictive bandage toss in case they kept going in. So that was the right play by Gobi24, managing to protect that Ash, doing the defensive shot really there. And a very good job. I mean, we're just running down there defending it. Ash, of course, with Ghost, going to do a good job. But now the next 2.5 minutes, for the next 2.5 minutes, Ash will not have any defensive summoner spells left. So she is now, for real, an actual gank target. And if Shen can get that gank one more time, we will probably see Ash die. And that's just good news for the European team. Of course, the Americans are winning right now. I believe they're still up that 1 dragon to 0. No turret kills yet on either side. And I believe it's still a 1-0 kill score. So USA doing a good job. It's a little bit more of a slower paced game than before. I mean, they did have that fast dragon. And these ganks have been going on, but none of the ganks have been successful yet. So not a lot of dying after that 2-minute mark.
Yeah, very much KG. It is obviously all on the line in this match. No second chances if they were to lose this. And, well, America, they had such a big advantage early on in the last game. You can't blame the Germans for being a little bit more patient, a little bit more cautious in this one. They don't have their Twisted Fate to dash around the map again. But like we say, Garen's been taking out the plan for Elements, so he's not going to be able to speed it straight in there, which has been doing well. I mean, we tried to get the bandage in there. He's going to try and get a bit of damage on him. It will do. Severus trying to get a little bit of damage. He's got the blue buff still on him. They're going to really very much cagey stuff. Tarek's can easily just walk away from that and just really force them back into the lane. Sona's going to move around. So at the moment, I can see Elements has had quite a free run really on the top lane. He's been quite solo up there for quite a while now. So he's quite happily gaining the experience, gaining the gold, all free farming, and free farming is never good.
Yeah, free farming. Well, it's good if you're the one free farming,
yeah.
But yeah, so another interesting thing I want to point out about the lineup for this game. So last game, we really saw that most of the damage output from Europe, oh, they're going to kill this ward right there. That was a pink ward earlier from Jana. I mean, we're missing that bandage cost just barely. But last game, Ash taking some damage, going to be okay. But last game, most of Europe's damage output was physical. They had Tristana and Misfortune, and the Cassidon wasn't doing so well. This time, all the damage output is magic. Kog'Maw, of course, has his base damage, but generally his main damage output is Bio-Arcane Barrage, which does magic damage, and the rest of his spells. Most often they build Madrid's Blood Razor, which is more magical damage. And their other real carry here is Morgana. So that's a lot of spell damage this time. Not a lot of physical unless Kog'Maw builds Infinity Edge. And that's interesting because, again, USA still has Taric, and Taric with that giant armor buff going to go a little bit more to waste this time. So we'll see if the switch in damage output is going to make a big difference or not.
So at the moment, as you can see on the screen, there's a lot going on that we can't really talk about. Is you know, people just picking around the lanes, just starting to move in towards that mid-game phase. We're it's like around about 8 minutes, maybe a bit more into this game. I can't see. We just can't make out the digits. But at the moment, it is all very cautious. Like I say, nobody wants to get caught out here. They can see what's happening. They know that's happening. At the moment, here we go. We're going to get a bit of a team fight maybe building on. Now, this could be cautious stuff once again. Morgana going very aggressive there, going straight in. Shen dashes in. The arrow comes in very nicely done. I'm going to try and see who's going in. Germany are all sorts of trouble. America managed to pull off a triple kill there. Triple, it's going to be a team ace. That is a team ace, and they're going to get the dragon. Wow, that was so one-sided. It's not even true. And America just got themselves a whole ton of gold.
That was definitely excellent play from the American team. Now, both teams knew that America was doing Dragon. Europe, of course, had recently placed that pink ward and killed their ward, and so America knew that was still there, but they were still confident in the fact that, well, yeah, but, you know, we stole your Lizard buff, we, you know, we're on Dragon, but we have such a good team fight. And again, you know, America loves building for that team fight comp, those big AoEs, which is then Sona, and every time getting a Moo, first picking him for most of the games, just not here. And I mean, look at that, all of them have some kind of AoE stun or some kind of AoE buff. They're very good at grouping up, whereas you know, the European team is a little bit more singular, that's the word, you know, Cassidon going for a single target, Jana buffing one single teammate with, unless she gets her ultimate off. Kog'Maw has great single target damage, Shen can shield one teammate. So they're, you know, they're really relying on a very Kog'Maw-centric fight. Morgana, Jana, and Shen can all buff Kog'Maw. And again, he is Kog'Maw, and I've said that word 7 times in a row now, but, you know, he is the one late game carry that can win a game by himself, and he does have a team built around him. And they picked him late after they got that support, so this could certainly still work for Europe just fine. Obviously, they are up quite a few kills, grabbing, I think there's 6 kills to 2, and being up 2 dragons, but still, that's beatable. That's definitely beatable. So I'm not worried about that just yet. Team Europe still has a good chance. If Cassidon can get farmed, you know, he'll do well. He's by Tear the Goddess and actually not gone Magi's. I don't know if he normally buys Tear first or not, but that Amplifying Tome just kind of lying around. Oh, the Ash Arrow goes down. Will miss, and Big Fat GG will continue to farm mid, using volley right there, and there's some free minion kills.
Yeah, had plenty of view to look at that. Good lane of minions just ahead of that arrow, and plenty of time to get out of the way of it. Didn't need to use any flash or ulti skills to get out, dodge it. So wards going down once again from both teams, as you'd expect. Can't emphasize enough the importance of these things. You know, catches the early ganks, catches the early lane phase, and certainly catches any jungler coming out towards you. It's going off from the bottom of the man. Sonic and Taric really not got the damage to output there, but Kog'Maw is being harassed enough to force him away from the zonal experience once again there. So as you can see, it is all square, it is counter logic. I Wear a Cape in Real Life is the team name that they qualified in. It's an awesome name. And they obviously got picked up by SK Gaming, which is why they are playing under the SK Gaming tag right here in the tournament. So at the moment, it is USA leading, only slightly. Still no towers gone down, really nobody moving for the towers. They group together, they quite happily split themselves back out after getting that big group together. They were just like, okay, that's a good kill, we got the dragon, and split back to lane phases. Oh, the arrow lands onto... absolutely no use for it though. I was like waiting for someone to follow in, but well.
I think he tried to steal Golem.
It's just like, it's like a 50-second spawn time. I can just use it. It's all good.
Yeah.
So Ash going for that